Today we will see the effect of the numericals that we will be solving for the different applications. Now in the first class we will see, in that case when we go for the particular that is a simple sketch for that is a prismatic bar subjected to a load P having a cross section area, let L be the length, A be the cross sectional area. There we have seen the stress sigma is equal to P by A and the strain epsilon or small e is equal to delta L by L. What is delta L? Is nothing but due to this stretch there will be a slight increase in the dimension. So that will be, we can say, delta L, that will be the over the entire length. Now from this equation we have seen stress is directly proportional to strain, which is given by sigma is equal to E into epsilon. What is E? E is nothing but the elastic constant, which is known as the Young's modulus of elasticity. Now we have to see, using this relation we can find what is the change in length, that is delta L. How? We can say substitute the value of sigma. Sigma is given by P by A is equal to E into delta L by L. So when we go for this, we can say that is, what is delta L? Delta L is equal to PL upon AE, where A is the cross section area and we have seen the units of P is in Newton, A is mm square, delta L is in mm, L is in mm. So these are the standard values. Now we have to see how we can go for applying these particular values when we want to solve a numerical for a particular application. Now with the example we can see what are the numericals that we can solve for a particular application. Now in this case we have seen the stress strain is also equal to, stress is equal to E into epsilon, that is the Hooke's law. We have seen that we have to use. This is applicable only when we go for that is a solving a numericals for a particular application. Now we have to see that we have to solve a particular, when we go for extension of a bar, we can see that we have seen a application. Now consider an example. So we can take an example, a circular bar of diameter 16 mm and 500 mm long is subjected to a tensile load of 40 kN. So what is that? We can say a bar of length, we can say length is given as 500 mm. The diameter is given as 16 mm. So we have to say, and it is subjected to an axial load of 20 kN, or we can say that is 40 kN. So we can say it is subjected to a load of 40 kN. Now let E be the elastic constant, which is standard property of the material that we can see is given as 200 kilonewton per mm square. So this is the standard property, this is the elastic property of the material. Now due to this load, we have to see what is the deformation that we are getting for a particular, that is a bar which is subjected to load of. Now we are given the diameter D is equal to 16 mm. What else data is given? P is equal to 40 kilonewton. Then we are given E, that is the property of the material against modulus of plasticity, which is equal to 20 kilonewton, or we can say 20 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per mm square. What else is given? L is given as 500 mm. Now we have to find what is the area of the bar. Area of the bar A is equal to 5 by 4 D square. So much you get in that case. Substitute the value of D as 16 mm. So we get area as 198 mm square. So that is the standard value when you are getting for a particular application. Now we have to see, or we can say that is, the area we are getting as 201.06. Now we have to find what is the stress. Sigma. Sigma is given by P by A. What is the value of P? P is given as 40. So what is 40 in that case? You have to see what are the units for this. Newton per mm square. So you have to see that is 40 into 10 raised to 3 divided by, we can say that area is 201.06. So we get the stress. Stress is equal to, sigma is equal to 198.4 Newton per mm square. So this is standard, that is the stress we are getting. Similarly, we have to find the strain. What is strain given by? We can say that the strain is equal to delta L by L. We are given that is, or we can say strain is equal to delta L by L, or we can say it is given by sigma by E. Now we are not knowing value of delta, we have to find the value of delta L. So we can say that is epsilon is equal to sigma by E. We know the value of sigma is 198.4 divided by E is again 200 into 10 raised to 3. That is Newton per mm square. So we get epsilon as 0.0009947. That is epsilon strain. Now once we know that is the value of epsilon, we can find what is the elongation delta. So we can find elongation delta. What is delta equal to? In some books it is given delta, or delta is equal to PL upon AE. What is PA? PL, we are knowing value of P, we are knowing value of L, we are knowing value of the stress, the area, and we are knowing value of the E. So we can say that substitute the value we get in that case. P is 40 into 10 raised to 3 into L is 500 divided by A is 5 by 4 into 16 square into 200 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per mm square. So we get the elongation as 0.497 mm. Always the elongation is in mm. So this is the Butler value. A simple problem that to see how to use the formula for finding that is PL upon AE. Now consider a second example. Now we have seen in stress strain diagram what is the application of a Butler, that is how to apply this particular case when we go for the stress strain diagram. In that case we can take example. A specimen of steel 200 mm in diameter, a specimen of steel 20 mm diameter with a gauge length of 200 mm is tested to destruction. It has extension of 0.25 mm under a load of 80 kN and a load at elastic limit is 102 kN. The maximum load is 130 kN. The total extension at fracture is 56 mm and the diameter at neck is 15 mm. Find the stress at elastic limit, find the Young's modulus, find the percentage elongation, find the percentage reduction and the percentage reduction area and the ultimate stress. Now what is given in the problem? We are given the diameter D is equal to 20 mm. What is the next we are given? We are given that is the, so how to find area in this case? Area is equal to pi by 4 d square. So in that case we get that is 314.16 mm square, that is the area. Now what are the things that we have to find? What is given in the problem? Diameter is given, the gauge length is given, the gauge length is 200 mm and a load at elastic limit P is given as 102 kN. We are given that is the delta is given as 0.25 mm and the maximum load is equal to 130 kN. The total extension at fracture, that is we can say delta L over the gauge length is 56 mm and the change in diameter D is equal to 15 mm at the neck. What is this neck? Neck nothing but when we say that when a specimen subjected to a load, what we get in that case? At the failure end we get that is a failure of the component. This is called the necking. This is called the portion is called the necking. And we are seeing what is the dimensions at this is given as 15 mm. So we will see how to solve the problem for a particular application. Now in this case, what is the stress that is given? Stress at elastic limit. How it is given? The stress at elastic limit is given by P by A. So what is P in that case is 102 into 10 raised to 3. Why 10 raised to 3? Because it is kilonewton. And the area we have seen is 314.16. So we get the stress at that element is 324.6 Newton per mm square. So always we have to see that when we go for writing the stress, write the units. Second is we have to find the E, that is the Young's modulus of elasticity. It is given by stress by strain. So how we find in that case E within the elastic limit, that is P by A, that is P by A divided by delta L by L, where L is the length. So what is P by A is, we got that is 324.6. What is delta L? We are getting value of delta L is 0.25 divided by the length. We have seen here length is, the gauge length is 200. So what is the value of E we are getting in this case? Substituting the value we are getting is 203.718 Newton per mm square. So this is the value of E, that is the elastic constant, that is the Young's modulus of elasticity. Now next is we have to find the percentage elongation. When we go for the percentage elongation, how to find the percentage elongation is the final extension divided by the original length. What is the final extension? We can say it is 56 by 200 into 100. That will get, that is the percentage elongation, that is 28%. Now similarly the percentage reduction. How we can find percentage reduction is nothing but initial area minus the final area divided by the initial area. So what is initial area is nothing but pi by 4 d square. Whatever diameter that we are getting is the initial area of the particular, we can say pi by 4 into 20 square. What is the final area is nothing but pi by 4 into 15 square. So in this case we can say pi by 4 into 20 square minus pi by 4 into 15 square. What is 15? 15 is the area at the neck. So we can say that the original area is pi by 4 into 20 square. That is, we can say the percentage reduction in area comes around 43.75%. That is the percentage reduction in area for the particular application. So this is the thing that we have to consider when we go for the particular application of a selection of the any formula that we are using for application. Now we'll see a practical example for the extension. I think everyone might have seen the tape that we are using for the measurement, a steel tape. Everyone might have seen that there is a steel tape that is used for. So we'll see an example for that. A surveyor steel tape, 30 meter long, has a cross section area of 15 mm by 0.75 mm thick, with a line AB which measures 150 mm, or say 150 meter. If a force is applied, P that is applied is 120 Newton more than the force applied at the time of calibration. What is the change in length? Take E is equal to 200 kilonewton per mm square. Standard property of the steel that we are seeing in that case. Now we have to find that when this tape is extended, or when we are applying a load of 120 Newton, what is the change in the length AB for a particular application. Now we are given that is the cross section of this particular, that is the tape, is given as, we can say 15 mm is the width, and we can say that is the 0.75 mm is the thickness of the tape. So and that is extended by a thing. What is calibration in that case? When we go for a standard equipment, always we are measuring the calibration for a particular application. Now in this case, we have to see what is the extension when we go for beyond the load that we are applying on the tape when it is being pulled for a 120 Newton. Now we are given that is A. What is area here now in this case will be 15 into 0.75 mm, that we are getting it as 11.25 mm square. Then we have that is load P is 120 Newton. E is given as 200 kilonewton per mm square. And the given delta, what is delta equal to? PL upon AE. What is P is 120, L is, we can say that standard 30 into 1000. Why 1000? Because it is in mm. A is 11.25 into E is given as 200 into 10 raised to 3. Why 10 raised to 3? Because again I am repeating it is kilonewton. So we are getting it as 10 raised to 3. So if it is measuring a length of 30 meters, so actual length, what we are getting the deformation is 1.600 mm. That is the extension over a length of 30 meters. Now we have to see in that case what is the actual length will be. We can see the actual length will be 30 meter or 30 into 10 raised to 3 plus or 30 meter plus 1.600 mm. So what will we get? That is 30.0016 meter. That will be, this is the extension over 30 meter. Now we have to find what is the actual length over the 150 meter. So when we say 150 meter, what will be the value in that case? 150 by 30 into 30.0016. So we will get that is the actual value for the length. That will be 150.008 meter. So that will be the increase in length, or we can, that is the increase in length will be 150.00 meter. So we have to see, this is a particular application when we go for considering any practicalization. We have seen that is a tape 30 meter, and we have seen we are stretching it by 120 Newton. So actually there will be extension. What will be extension? Will be 30 plus 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 3. That will be the extension. So we get that is 30.0016 mm will be the extension. So we are finding it over the 150 meter length. So 150 by 30 into 30, that is the extension we get that is 150 point. So it will be 0.008 meter will be the increase in length over the total 150 meter. So this is just an example that we can, so we can use just example for finding what are the values of the, or how to utilize the particular, that is the formula for finding the equation. Thank you.